Hi, I'm Aaron, a student ambassador with Normandale ITS. In this video, we're going to show you some of the things that might come up if you're using an Apple computer at Normandale for your classes. We'll show you some things that might be a little bit different and some browsers to not use if you're trying to access certain course items in D2L. If you are using a Windows computer, or your computer is an HP, Lenovo, Dell, or another type of computer that isn't an Apple, then you can skip over this video, as this is specifically for users who are using Mac computers designed by Apple, like a MacBook, Mac Mini, or other Macintosh computer. If you are using a Mac, please stick around, as I want to talk to you a little bit about some oddities that might come up when you're using a Mac on the Normandale campus. Okay, now with that intro over, let's talk about some things that might be a little bit different if you're using a Mac on the Normandale campus. First, we want to explain that a lot of services might not work on a Macintosh computer. Proctoring tools like Honor Lock and Respond as Monitor might not work correctly or at all on the Mac computer, even if you have the correct browser installed or the correct software. While there might be applications for these platforms, they might not work as well or as good as the Windows version. If you have a Mac and you need to use proctoring tools, you can access our online website, allowing you to access a virtual computer lab, a Porto virtual computer lab, or access.normandale.edu to access a Windows computer on campus right from your Mac computer. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, as there's a few other things I want to go through before we get to that point. Here's the other thing to remember too. Safari works for some services at Normandale, but Google Chrome is the most recommended and well-rounded browser for using tools here at Normandale. It's the most compatible with all of the tools and software, especially D2L. It's important to remember D2L is a Chrome-based program, or web app, as a lot of people call the D2L service. And so Chrome is an important part and something you should always and absolutely download if you ever change your Mac or before the first day of classes. If you are experiencing any page issues or any problems, or items like PDF viewers or document viewers are not showing up correctly, you should be using the Chrome web browser. So make sure to have Chrome installed. You can get it from Google's website by visiting chrome.google.com. And if we open Safari, I'll show you how to find that. Chrome, Google, chrome.google.com. And you can go and download the version for Mac. We'll click Download, and that'll download the appropriate version for your Mac hardware, which is important to remember. So that is how to download and install Chrome. You can click on it once it's downloaded, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to quit out of this for now. And we're going to talk about one other thing quickly about Macs and the differences between using a Mac and a PC. Normandale and its professors use Microsoft Office because all of our professors use Windows computers that are issued by the college. Because these faculty members are using Windows computers and a lot of writing class teachers are using Windows computers, it's important to use the Microsoft Office 365 suite either online or using the downloaded version. The downloaded version tends to work a little bit better, and we have another video showing you how to download and install the downloaded version, or the local version versus the online version, as it's a little bit more stable and a little bit more reliable. I have Office installed on this Mac already, but again, we'll check that out in another video, so if you need some help getting Office on your computer, go check out that other video. We hope it's helpful in helping you get these applications on your computer. If you want to use Pages, Notes, or Keynote, make sure to go up here, and if you had it open, click File, and there should be an option that says Export. You'll want to export it as a Word document and then send it. However, we do suggest that you should use the Microsoft Office suite when submitting documents to professors or a PDF document. Okay. Lastly, I wanted to go back to what I was speaking about earlier, about the remote desktop system. Normandale offers a remote computer lab that can be accessed in two ways. We offer two ways, as some ways, like a Porto, may not work with certain applications. If you need to access Lockdown or any tools like that, we recommend using Oporto. And there you go. There's the Oporto Virtual Computer Lab login. Now, we recommend you bookmark this page to ensure that you're able to access this without having to go through that PDF document, and so it's always easily available. Now, here I'm going to enter just my star ID and my password here. And this password will be your current password. And then it asks you if you're not a robot. I'm not, but it's making me run a quick test here to prove that I'm not. Looks like I passed. Awesome. We're going to click Login. And this will bring up the Oporto Virtual Computer Lab. Now, since I just need a general desktop, we'll click on the Launch button for the general computer. It'll ask you if you want to set up notifications. We do. You want to click Allow. And we want to make sure that we can copy and paste things back and forth from the computer. And now we're being logged in automatically to a computer on campus that we can use to access things like Lockdown Browser and any other tools that only work under Windows. Also, some Office applications like Microsoft Access and Microsoft Publisher are only available in the Windows version of Microsoft Word and is not available in the version of Word that comes with macOS. As you can see, I don't have Access on this computer, and it is not a part of the Office suite, but it is available on Windows. And that's how you access this. Now, it's important to click on the Cloud Mounter when you first sign in, and click on OneDrive and connect your OneDrive account. It'll help you through the steps to connect your OneDrive account. This is to allow you to be able to save to the specific folder with your OneDrive account when using applications like Word and PowerPoint. When you click Save, make sure when it asks you what drive to save to, you save to the network drive. There will be another one that shows up here called S, or maybe under a different letter, that will be your Microsoft OneDrive once you connect it using the Cloud Mounter system. Okay, and that's how you can access a Oporto Virtual Computer Lab. If an application in the computer lab isn't working correctly, we'd like you to notify the IT service desk by calling us at 952-358-8181 or submitting a ticket with us. We're going to leave the Oporto site for now and show you the alternate website you can use if your application isn't working. We also provide an older service called access.normandale.edu. It'll bring you to a login page that looks something like this. It'll have an empty username and password slot. In here, you can enter your student ID or star ID and your password. If you're trying to enter your student ID information in here, please make sure to know that that might not work. Your star ID is what you should enter in the username field. Okay, once you've entered your current star ID and password, you'll click Sign In. And sometimes, if you get the same page like I just did, it means you've entered your password incorrectly, and you need to try again. And eventually, once you do enter the information correctly, you will be brought to another page that will show you how to access the elements and access the virtual computer on the system. It'll give you a couple options to access a network drive and a system. In my case, I only have access to the Student Apps service. So we'll click on Student Apps, and this will log me in as my student user account here on campus to a computer, and I will have access to additional services, including Microsoft Visio for diagrams and Microsoft Project for making project design templates. So that explains a little bit on how to access the two different virtual desktop systems that we have at Normandale. If you have any questions for us or would like some further explanation on the differences about Mac and Windows PCs or how to use the terminal services from us, either the Oporto Virtual Computer Lab or Access.Normandale, we'd like you to reach out to us. We're always available to help. You can give us a call at 952-358-8181 or by visiting the IT Service Desk website, www.normandale.edu/IT, where you can submit a ticket to us and we'd be happy to take a look and help answer your question. We hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please let us know. We'd like to hear. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.